We have been witnessing the revolution of modes of transport in India in the last decade. Gati Shakti is part of the Amrit Bharat Abhiyan. I'm sorry. Right, sorry. Gati Shakti is a part of the Amrit Bharat Abhiyan, which is one of the entities that is playing a vital role in upgrading and upgrading the railway stations all over India and pushing them into the future. Yesterday, my father, architect Prashant DESHMUKH, uh, showed you all the Chinchwad station that is part of the transformation. Today, let us look at the Talegaon station. So, Talegaon is one of the busiest stations in Pune. When we visited the station for site survey, we were pleasantly shocked to note that the railways themselves did not have the drawings of the station and needed us to survey the whole station area before we got started. The platforms and its buildings, as seen in the photographs, are dated and haphazardly developed. When we started the discussion on scope and brief for the requirements, we got the reply, ऐसा facelift करो कि station airport दिखने लगे. The challenges noted in this sheet are some of the things we needed to consider to optimize the use of space allotted for the redevelopment. Improper drainage system, unplanned location of areas such as toilet blocks, water tanks, ticketing offices, FOBs, etc. are just some of the things we observed needed serious overhaul. We started off with trying to understand the basic movements of visitors from access by road to drop-off, pickup zones, to the ticketing offices and parking areas. The design had to also account for various pre-existing factors such as the foot-over bridges, the waiting areas, the CRPF rooms, etc. So the one on the bottom that you see is the future expansion, and the one on the top is what we are designing in the first phase. Ram, the presentation before me, sir also mentioned the plaza over it, which will be also in the third phase. So it's planned and stepwise development. So this is the first option that we proposed and presented to the railway team. A blend of flowing forms, new and dynamic materials, including landscape, with a proper landscape that would complement and tackle the various greenhouse gases that will be released due to the continuous movement of vehicles and cabs and rickshaws, etc. We wanted to use the blend of various steel components to create a free-flowing design to change the myth that with steel, one cannot create dynamic forms. After the initial presentation, we were advised that we should stick to the DSR items and not have many non-standard or NS items. We were also informed that the space we were showing in the front where we have the access roads does not belong to the railways. So we had to rework on the whole design again. So we went back and reworked the whole design with the compact space allotment that we had. And because of the timelines that we had, the railway said that we want to finish these jobs before the next elections, which is about 8 months from today. So we went back to the conventional forms where we have the, where execution would have been much simpler and much easier. Here we have used the primary steel for columns and beams. The facade, though depicting RCC building, is in fact a combination of cement board cladding with texture plaster to mimic exposed brickwork. We have designed it as a double skin facade which connects to the roof plenum, which have turbo ventilators on the top that shall be used for heat dissipation. The roof and the wall junctions are covered in the ACP to facilitate maintenance of the gutters, as well as create an appealing box fascia for the building to cover the metal roof and its slope on the top.
6 minutes over.
I'm just almost done. Solar panels are also provided on all the parking structures, which are also in PEB. These are just some of the views of interiors that we have proposed. We have tried to use local available material wherever possible. The experience of working with railways was a mixed bag of pleasant surprises. On one hand, they need not be convinced about the use of steel in the building, but needed to be pleaded for the aesthetic elements required to form a pleasing design. Despite all this, we are happy to contribute to the national growth and PM Modi's vision of Amrit Bharat.